What's up? Playing Sakura's Angels, as you can see. Now I didn't play the first Sakura game, I guess. Sakura is how you say it? I don't know, fuck it. Because, didn't want everyone on my friends list to think I was weird. But now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. So, yeah, let's play this game. Should be fun. And I've been playing some other visual novels just for the fucking hell of it. So, you know what? Let's go. Wow, that was a shit intro. I'm sorry. I never know what to say. I'm not a very talkative person. Okay, every night I have the same dream. Every night I'm always brought back to this place without fail. And then every morning I wake up with no memory of this place at all until the next time I fall asleep. Wow, that's sinister. Not a single night has went by without my consciousness being dragged into this abyss. Okay. This realm is devoid of light, so much so that I can't even see my hand in front of my face, no matter how desperately I wave it. Yeah? You're in a dark place? That's cool. The concept of sound is just as absent. My steps silent, and my distressed cries swallowed by the bordering darkness as quickly as they left my mouth. I am in a bleak, barren wasteland of nothingness. I just want to see the girls. Like, let's get on with this story, please. Spending any prolonged amount of time here begins to make me doubt even my own existence. Okay. Weird. Yet, despite feeling suffocated by a striking absence of anything, I know I'm not alone. Something is watching me. Cool. Something is watching me, stalking me from the shadows. I can't say for sure what it is, but every once in a while I catch a sight of something in the corner of my view. A pair of burning bright eyes fixated purely on me. They hate me. How do you know that, mate? Despise me. Okay, dude. Now you're just getting annoying. There's an overwhelming sense of animosity radiating from whoever they belong to. Okay, I don't give a fuck, mate. Let's just get on with the story. Can we get out of this stupid talking nonsense? I know they want nothing more than to lash out and attack me, but something is holding them back. A force they truly despise. Invisible chains that bind and restrict them from the one thing that is on their mind. I don't give a fuck. At first, when I began dreaming about this place, the eyes were distant like glimmering stars, but with each passing night, the eyes seemed to inch ever closer and shine ever brighter. This is so cool. At least it's not quite as annoying as NekoPara so far. I've got to say that. I think whatever force has been holding them from me is beginning to fade. What will happen when these eyes reach me? I shudder to think. I know it's just a dream, so I shouldn't be afraid. No, you shouldn't, mate. But everything I experience here is so vivid. None of the usual murky haze that shrouds such a dreamlike environment seems to exist here at all. I have perfect clarity. What the fuck is going on? I can feel the stagnant, freezing air all around me, enough to entice a shiver out of me every once in a while. Since I'm so used to this dream, I know how it would end. I'll wade through the darkness for what seems like an eternity, never finding anything until the morning finally comes and pulls me out of this nightmare. Wow. At least, that's how it usually ended. Oh no, what's gonna happen? I'm fucking scared. Something is different tonight. Those hateful burning eyes that always keep just out of sight before I'm suddenly confronted by them. Never before have they been so close. Okay, mate, I get it, let's go. Never before have I stared straight back into them. Their narrow, piercing gaze roots me to the spot, and a shooting pain surges through me. I can't move. I can't breathe. But you can talk for fucking ever. And then, from out of the darkness, a crooked smile spreads, just as sinister as the eyes. So close, I can practically taste the freedom. It won't be long now. Enjoy the peace while you can, boy, for your days are numbered. And then everything shall change. Oh, come on! Seriously. Seriously. Okay, we're in a room. I guess it's my room. Oh, my head is killing me. These morning migraines are the worst. This music, it's great. Every morning without fail, I always wake to a sensation not unlike my skull being pounded by a jackhammer. Okay, I'm sure it's exactly the same. It's exactly like getting pounded by a jackhammer. I mean, really, thump, thump, thump. It's almost like a heartbeat. I feel like my head is going to split open. It's weird though, because even though the pain is so intense, it never lasts long. In the space it takes me to get up and head for school, the pain is usually reduced to just a dull throb at the back of my skull by then. So, fuck me, I don't even care about this story so far, so it isn't too much of a hassle in the grand scheme of things. But it certainly isn't a fun way to wake up. I just find it odd how consistent it seems to be. Anyway, enough pondering these weird mysteries. It's time to tackle that. Maybe you've got some sort of brain cancer or something, mate. You maybe should get a doctor involved. After a moment of wrestling with my blanket, I swing my legs around and drag myself out of bed. A quick look at my bedside clock tells me it's still early. Too early. The sun seems to be out. Seems perfect time to get up. If I had it my way, the world wouldn't start until at least a good way into the afternoon. You know what? I actually agree with you, buddy. I do. It's not fun getting up, but sadly life isn't that wonderful. Pulling back the curtains to let the light flood into my room, I suppressed the urge to let out a hiss, almost blinding myself in the process. Too bright. I told you it was bright. The rest of my time getting ready is spent fighting with my uniform, a tie becoming all the more problematic to put on when you're half asleep. Oh god. I think I've actually got my hand stuck in it. How the fuck do you do that? Almost choking myself to death in the most pathetic fight ever, I agree. I finished putting on the tie, the rest of my uniform complying peacefully with me. The one thing I hate about visual novels is the amazing amount of fluff they manage to fit into it. It's ridiculous. They just can 20 sentences with nothing happening. Unable to find a comb, I settled for just flattening my hair down with my hands. Blinking into the mirror, I'm left staring back at someone with messy black hair. It's close enough. Somewhat dressed and somewhat ready, I stumble out of my room, my legs still not fully awake. I've got a nice place, I've got to say. Look at this place. It's beautiful. Uneven steps carry me dangerously down the stairs, and I soon emerge into the kitchen. I'm greeted by silence. The kitchen is empty. A familiar scene for me. My parents are what you might call workaholics. Well, they've got a nice place. I'll give them that. Basically, they spend more time at their respective jobs than they ever do here. I only ever get to catch them during the evening, while they're eating, and then everyone is off to bed and the cycle repeats. What a life! Don't get me wrong, I understand they have to work in order to keep us living comfortably. That's more than comfortably, mate. That's high class. You got 2 ovens for fuck's sake. So I don't hate them for it. It just gets, I don't know, lonely. Ah well. There's no use moping about it. It's been like this for years, so I don't know why I was getting all emotional about it now. Me neither. The plus side of them not being around is that I quickly had to learn how to cook for myself. It's amazing how fast you can adapt to that sort of stuff when you're starving. I don't think I have enough time for anything fancy to eat for breakfast, so I'll just settle for toast. Yep, you can never go wrong with toast. I guess not. Okay, you might be able to go wrong with toast. How? I've had sudden traumatic flashbacks to when the toast erupted. Wow. How do you even do that? Ah, what a day that was. But I've learned from my mistakes now. It won't happen a third time. How the fuck do you set your toaster like twice, mate? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Having devoured the only slightly charred toast, I sling my bag over my shoulder before starting for the front door. I give the empty house one last look over before opening the front door. It's kind of depressing to have no one to say goodbye to, but again, this has been the same for every weekday morning since forever ago. No. The sun is shining high in a cloudless sky, birds are chirping overhead, waves of students are passing by, happily chatting with one another as they all make their way to school. It's also hot. Whoa! It looks beautiful. Everything looks so nice here. I'm not much of a morning person, so I can't even begin to fathom how everyone can be so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right now. All of my willpower just to be able to put... it's taking all of my willpower just to be able to put one foot in front of the other without just crumpling to the ground. I just have to hope that breakfast kicks in and gives me the energy I need before I'm forced to literally drag myself through the school gates. Is anything going to happen? Or am I just going to go to school? As fascinating as that is. While keeping my head down and my eyes glued to the ground as I soldiered on. You hero. Hero, mate. You're my hero. I suddenly noticed that the vibrant atmosphere from before is gone. Yeah, there's no music now. That's kind of creeping me out, to be honest. Silence has completely taken over. My steps, the only thing making any noise. The air is still. Huh? That's a bit strange. Bringing my head up, I met with an unsettling sight. The street is deserted. It was deserted before, but that's fine. No students, no cars, and even the cheerful chirping of the birds is gone. What? Oh, this is not good music. Hurry on forward, hoping to at least run into somebody, anyone. Even the sun's once golden rays seemed muted. The world tingled in dreary tones. But there still isn't a cloud in the sky. Okay, this is definitely starting to freak me out. Yeah, I can see why it would. I need to just... A splitting pain shoots through my head, stopping me in my tracks, like a spearing poker being thrust into my skull. Oh, you love that. You just love your what are they called? I don't even know. A headache now. Nothing's making any sense. I'm just really trying to keep myself upright. Maybe you're in a coma and you were hit by a car or something. As I clutch a hand to my head, I stagger forwards. Unlike the headaches from before that gradually died down, this one only seemed to be getting worse. Thump, thump, thump. Won't stop at all. I'm brought to my knees. I can hardly even think straight, my head threatening to explode at any moment. And then, through gritted teeth and pained expression, I see it. Something that shouldn't exist, yet clearly does, as confirmed by my own terrified. Just because you see it doesn't mean you're not having some sort of experience. Not experience. Some sort of what are they called? I was gonna say illusion, a monster. I don't know. What are they? Oh fuck! I can't. I'm having a mental blank. Sorry, I'll just move on. That's the only word that came to my scrambled mind. Oh, this guy looks pretty cool. A hulking, grotesque mass of flesh with gnarled fangs and red, slitted eyes seething with hate. The closest thing I can relate it to would be a dog, but no dog I know of is 3 times the size of me, its form practically eclipsing the sun. It snorts with flared nostrils, something like a steam being exhaled out. Given its tense stance and the fact that it's blocking my way, I can only assume it's here for me. Dude, this is like the least scary monster I've ever seen, but why? What the hell is this? I don't know, it's a fucking demon or something. I mean, it is, we're talking about angels. This is an angel game, so I'm guessing it's a demon. Where did it come from? Why does it want me? 1,000,001 questions race through my head, but I doubt I'm going to get any answers from this. Well, maybe if we just... this thing. There's only one thing I can do when presented with such odds, and that is to... well, I'll fucking stand in my ground. I'm not running away from this thing, it'll just eat me. Of course, I don't know what the hell this thing is, or why it suddenly appeared before me, but I'm not going to let it take me down without a fight. Good on you, mate. I've got more respect for you now, man. Knowing the pain that threatens to consume my skull, I straighten myself up and stare straight back into the hateful eyes of the beast. Wow, the music just changed. Scary stuff. And then, tightening a fist, I lash out like lightning, my fist connecting with its head cleanly with a solid impact. Nice, man. Take this, foul beast. What the fuck? What happened? Okay, no. Bad idea. That did nothing. Well, in fact, it looks even angrier than it did before. It's gone. It's gone. I won. All I've managed to do is bruise my own fist. I hope I haven't broken anything. I reel back from my brutal attack, giving the fist in question a good shake. It still stings. Ow. Fucking man up, mate. Now what do? My blazing surprise attack was met with complete indifference. And now I think it's too late to run as the creature's gearing itself up for a charge, its front leg digging into the ground. I can't even see it anymore. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? This might have been a mistake. I tried to turn tail and be... No, mate, stand your ground. But the beast kicks off the ground straight towards me. There's nothing else I can do. I brace myself as best I can for the inevitable bone-shattering impact. What's going to happen now? Something dangerous is going to appear. Right before the beast can connect with me and bring my life to a grisly end. A dazzling, radiant light floods my vision, engulfing both me and the monster. The beast stops in its tracks, a guttural cry escaping it before it vaporizes before my eyes. What the fuck just happened? Jeez, that was a close one. Are you alright? Hello? A cheerful voice chirps. A welcome sound after the terrors of that that thing. Don't talk to him. Fuck you! We had to leave before. And then the other voice that's less cheerful. In fact, they sound angry more than anything. Hello? Yeah, what's up, you two? So the girl on the right's the bitch, and the girl on the left's the nice one? So is that what we got from that couple of sentences? The light soon fades, revealing my saviors. Though, this is definitely the last thing I was expecting. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Two girls roughly my age stand before me. I blink several times before I scrub at my eyes, hoping things might make a little more sense. This can't be real. I'm having more trouble believing these girls are actually standing before me than I did the monster. Really, mate? Really? Wielding weapons and costumes taken straight out of a fantasy book, it's all a bit much for my brain to attempt to process. Kenta? Is that your name? What? What the heck was that? A shadow? Oh, is that my name? I'm Kenta. Fuck, I don't know. The more cheerful of the two simply says that to me, stance relaxing some. Huh? Was that supposed to explain everything? I glanced down at my feet where my shadow stretches, but the girl burst into a giggle. Fuck you! No, I don't actually. No, I'm gonna reserve judgment for later on. Not your own shadow, silly. You seem nice, actually. That thing we just took care of, which you're welcome for, by the way, is what we call a shadow. Oh no. A physical manifestation of all the hatred and negative emotions that might lurk in one's heart. Wasn't that beautiful? Normally they're not so aggressive during the day though. It was really out for you. Yes, it was. We're usually pretty good at nabbing them before they get to you, but this one completely took us by surprise. I'm happy we got here in time. Who the fuck are these two? Angels of some kind? You're not hurt, are you? No, I'm fine, just got a sore fucking wrist from punching it. As if things were bad enough, we had to reveal ourselves to him. Now you're just casually blabbing away things that no normal person should have a right to know? Have you lost your mind? I don't know. I'm cut short by a more aggressive looking of the pair whose expression had grown darker and darker as the cheerful one had spoken. Looking like she's unable to make any more, she exploded, causing both of us to jump. Really? Ah, but he looks so confused. I am fucking confused at the moment. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Now that he's seen one of the shadows firsthand, do you think it's just a little too late for us to quietly slip back into the shadows? Probably. Her eyes narrowed into a frightened glare. It's clear she isn't happy. But I don't think she has anything to counter that. See, you worry too much. Well, only tell him what he needs to know, nothing more, nothing less. Oh, really? The upbeat girl brings her attention back to me, a sparkle in her eye. What's up, you two? Alright, so Kenta, where were we? No, I don't know. Wait, how do you know my name? That's a good point. That is a good point. How do you know my name? Oh, whoops. She puts her hand to her mouth as if to try to take back the words. The questions continue to pile up, and I still haven't gotten any answers. You idiot. So yeah, the pink girl is the not, I don't know, the angry one? I don't, how would you describe her? The bitch? I don't think that's a bit harsh. I don't really know her. Wow, the serious one wraps her fist against the other one's head, who sticks her tongue out in a sort of tee-hee, my bad kind of way. So you guys know me. Yeah. My stalkers, man. I've never seen them in my life. And given how they look, I definitely think I would have remembered them. Yeah, you probably would have. I would have to agree. Well, we don't know you personally, but we've been watching over you for a while now. Fucking stalkers! The stalkers! You've become quite the point of interest recently, you know. Me? What the heck did I ever do to get so much attention? As far as I know, I'm just an average student who lives an average life in a fucking nice house, doing average things. Though after this, I guess I can't really call my life average anymore. Well, how do you know this doesn't happen to everyone, man? You don't know that. Can't really go into details because, you know, top secret and all, but let's just say it's not in our best interest for you to fall into the wrong hands. What? You wouldn't believe how much effort we've been putting into keeping you safe, you know? Okay, why am I special? Actually, I'm kind of relieved we finally get to meet, so you can finally appreciate all our hard work. Well, I don't appreciate it. She beams at me, leaning in perhaps just a little bit too close. Alright, she's throwing so much at me here I can hardly think straight. Just who the heck are you guys? Yeah? She falls into deep thought, her nose scrunching up. I guess she's choosing her words carefully as to avoid another brutal assault from her partner. Think of us as your guardian angels, okay? Okay. That's what I was anyway. Saying that, she gives her bow a flourish, and it shatters between her fingers. Moments later, the shattered pieces of the bow begin to gather behind her, the shards piercing back together rapidly until finally they form a pair of wings on her back. What a description! The wings, while not strictly attached to her, at least seem to function as they sway in the breeze and give off a glimmer every now and again. Wait, are they literally angels? Yes, mate, fuck you slow. Let me get this straight. To start from the beginning, that thing that attacked me, that monster you call those shadows? Yeah. And these shadows has supposedly been hunting me for a while now. Because apparently if they catch me, it'll be bad for unspecified reasons? Yep, really bad. And you guys, whoever you are, have been combating them from the shadows to keep me safe from harm. She nods enthusiastically. Oh god. Man, I fucking hate dialogue, to be honest. I like story games, but I fucking hate reading. Looks like I've just about got a grip on what this whole thing is, even if it was a little sparse on the details. Knowing all this, it brings me to the conclusion that... Well, to be fair, in ordinary circumstances... I'm gonna say they fucking lost it, because... We're just having a group delusion here. That's what's happening. Okay, yeah. I see how it is now. You do? Yep. You guys have lost it. Yep. You fucking lost it. Oh, shut up, Missy. She looks taken aback by my words. Maybe it's been harsh, but it's the only real truth I can see here. I have to look at the evidence, and I can only assume that I'm having some sort of... I'm in some sort of coma. I don't know. That's all I can think. It's the only explanation I can come up with. I mean, this is not really happening, is it? Completely and utterly. I don't know if your cosplayers or what, and I've just stumbled into some sort of wacky demonstration, but there's no way any of this is real. It's the only conclusion of my frazzled mind can come up with. She didn't really expect me to believe all that junk about them being my guardian angels, did she? Haha. You guys can stay in your little fantasy world, but leave me out of it, okay? Well, that was a bit harsh. A little bit harsh, that was. Saying that, I walked past them, now later than never for school. I'm just gonna casually go to school after this. It's fine. Geez, did they really hold me up for this long? At this rate, I'll be lucky if I can even catch the last part of the morning lesson. Hey, wait. I really can't afford to listen to any more of their madness, so I try to shut them out as I continue to make some distance between us. Oh, what's happening now? Something catches the back of my collar and forces me to stop, almost checking me in the process. Before I can even wonder what could have stopped me, the same rough force moves to my shoulder and forces me to spin around. Mate, leave me alone. I'm confronted by a scary face belonging to the sterner of the two girls, who had kept generally quiet up until now. Really? I mean, really? Are you really this much of an idiot? No, you are! Fuck you! Fuck you! I can feel myself shriek under her powerful glare, her once lithe form now towering over me. Like this, she's even scarier than that monster. She doesn't look scary at all. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's bad enough we had to show ourselves, but now you're just going to act like we're all crazy? Yeah, pretty much. She tightens her fist with a scowl, her knuckles giving off an unsettling crack. I don't even know why we bother. If this is how you're going to treat us, maybe I was a touch harsh, but I mean, to any reasonable person, this would be not this. You wouldn't believe this. I wouldn't. Maybe next time we should just let them eat you. Yeah, just let them. She folds her arms and turns her head to the side. She really is an emotional one. We're still talking to these two. Ah, don't say that. The cheerful one stumbles as she dashes to get between us and flashes me an apologetic smile. No, it's completely fine, I don't really care. I'm sure she didn't mean that. She just gets a little grouchy sometimes. And you don't get all angry with him. It's only natural he would be skeptical of us at first. Exactly what I said. I'm a very skeptical person, and I'd like to see some evidence before I just believe you. Whatever. He really is as stupid as he looked from a distance. Fuck you! Ouch. I'm still here, you know. Oh. That's not what I remember. In fact, I remember you saying you looked quite... Oh, I'm in. The face going a fair shade of crimson, she delivers a solid fist to the cheerful girl's face. Wow. As if it wasn't playful bop like before, this time she wasn't holding anything back. It really did look painful. Shut up. I said no such thing. Wow. Okay, fine. Jeez. These two are really something. She really did seem serious about this whole thing, though. Maybe I was being a bit rash just to dismiss them as lunatics. I don't think so. I mean, she's clearly emotionally unstable, and this girl is clearly an airhead, the other one. So, really, I don't think you're too harsh at all. I mean, I still think they're pretty crazy, but maybe there's some truth to their words. I really can't deny the existence of that monster after all, as much as I would like to. Again, you could have been just having some hallucination. I mean, that's the most logical explanation for that. Okay, so what happens now? Well, now that the shadows have gotten more aggressive, I really don't think we can go back to our old job of watching you from afar. So you're gonna move in with me or something? We were lucky to just barely catch that thing just now after all. Somehow, I don't like the sound of that, or what they might be implying. At all. Mate, look at them. Really? So we'll be parting ways for now, but expect us to be keeping an extremely close eye on you from now on, okay? Bye-bye for now. Okay. They seem nice enough. Let's be fair. Let's be fair to them. They seem pretty nice. She gives me a wink and a wave before taking off in the other direction. Her less enthused partner simply turns her head from me with one last before following after her. And soon left completely alone within the street where, just moments ago, my entire world had been spun on its head. Did all that just happen? Ah, jeez, all of this will have to wait for later though. Right now I have to focus on the bigger issue, being late for school. I break into a sprint as I try to make up for lost time, all the while hoping that I'll never run into those two again. Really? Really, you don't want to run into those two again? They were stalking you, and they were pretty hot, let's be honest. So, you know, and one thought you were cute, so you're totally in there. Mate. Somehow, I just barely make it to class. What? Somehow, I just about barely make it to class. It was a photo finish, though, through the door. Right as the bell rang, but I made it. The art on this is actually pretty good. Taking a moment to catch my breath, I dragged myself over to my desk, the teacher arriving almost seconds after I collapsed into the chair. Too close. None of the other students seemed too bothered by my late entrance. Why would they be? Though at this point, maybe that's what they expect of me anyway. I've been pretty late at times, even missing the bell entirely some days. I do that every day, mate. Mostly due to sleeping in. At least this time, I had an actual reason for cutting it so close. Yeah, I'm sure everyone in the class would believe it as well. However, after what happened earlier, I think it's going to be impossible for me to focus on the lesson. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever get an explanation for whatever the heck that was that just happened. Wow, that was a mouthful. Possibly tall creatures, girls wielding magical weapons. No matter how I look at it, my brain refuses to accept it as reality. It goes against everything I know. I scrubbed through my hair, a faint headache still ringing at the back of my head. Being lucky enough to have a seat situated by the window, I let my gaze wander out, my eyes vacant as I stare into the clear blue sky. The teacher is doing his usual morning speech, no doubt talking about the upcoming events for our school. But his words are just dull mumble in my ears, my mind miles away. This is exactly what's happening to me listening to you talk, mate. These girls knew me by name, and no matter how far I delve back through my memories, it's clear I've never seen them in my life. At least, I don't think I've seen them before. I think hard. Maybe too hard. The point of my eyes begin to strain. Nope, nothing. I can't recall a single thing that might shed light on this. Defeated for now, I tune back into the classroom while still keeping my sights set on the sky, the teacher's voice becoming clear once more. Now, I know it's a bit of sudden, but as of today, we have two transfer... Oh my god. They've just transferred into my class, haven't they? Students that were joining our class. Transfer students? At this time of year? Mate, it's a bit late to be joining, don't you think? Even the teacher sounds confused as he announces them. And not just one, but two? Why do I get the feeling there's something off about this? Because there is, mate. At least you're not a complete fucking tool like the other guy from NekoPara. I'm fucking sick of him in the other game. Almost as if it's tied into what happened earlier. Nah, couldn't be. I like you all to make them feel welcome as they transition in. What did you say your names were? I'm Sakura. It's nice to meet you all. I hope we can get along. I bolt right up in my seat, my head snapping towards the front of the classroom. The upbeat voice. Is it really? Yep, sure enough. The two girls I never thought I'd see again stood before me. Look at them. In my school. In my classroom, no less, wearing the school's official uniform. The cheerful one, Sakura, bows politely to the class, flashing me a grin as her eyes pass over. She seems really nice. She does. She seems like a nice person. What? What is this? The other girl is less courteous, her arms crossed and her brow furrowed. She doesn't look pleased to be here. At all. Her gaze passes over me too, but rather than a smile, she gives me a nasty glare. I'm gonna have to teach her a lesson later on. Is she blaming me for this? Wow. Sure feels like it. The grumpy one beside me here is Hirika. Go on, say hi. Hey, don't. Saya gives a playful push and she stumbles to the center of the classroom, everyone's eyes upon her. She looks like she's at a loss for words, her mouth opening and closing as her face gradually goes red. I guess she doesn't cope well under the spotlight. I'm, Hirika. Nice to meet you all. Y'all. She trails off into a murmur before spinning her heel and storming her way back to Sakura, practically hiding behind her. Aw, isn't that cute? Aw, it's lovely. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Hirika smiles, simmers with silent rage, her hands balled up into tight fists, practically shaking. I'm sure if she wasn't in a classroom full of people, things might have gotten violent here. With their introductions over, the teacher motions for them to take their seats. Wait a second, I only just realised where the only spare seats in the classroom are. One of them was right behind me, and one of them was in front of me, with a window view too, and the other is to my right. Oh, they got me surrounded, so that means they'll both be sitting next to me. Actually, this is really convenient. You just said that you never wanted to see them again, and now you're like, oh, well, this is convenient, now they're back and I can talk to them. This dude is confused. That's all I can do to describe. Oh, I'm confused now. Whatever. I finally asked them just what the heck they think they're doing. Yeah, finally. I've been waiting for so long. Sakura, with a spring and a step, waltzes towards the desk behind me. Hirika stomps her way over and takes the other desk. I lean out from my desk and try to catch their attention, but I'm cut short by the teacher, who resumes whatever it is he was talking about before. Damn it. I don't want to get in trouble for talking during class. I'll have to wait until the break. That's 2 lessons away though, which is practically an eternity. It's not. I swing back around to the front of my desk. I can't do anything right now, so I just pay attention to the teacher and... Oh fuck, what's happened? No, how can I pay attention to anything when the 2 magical girls are sitting near me? I want answers now. This music's good. I'm liking this music. Drawing my fingers against the desk as the teacher continues to drone on. They tend to do that, mate. Try to think of a way around this. It's better I don't speak during class, so... of course, it's so obvious. I'm gonna pass a note. I dig into my school bag and pull out my notebook and pencil. I'll just pass them a note. Brilliant, simple and silent. It's a bit of an immature means of communicating, I'll admit it, but I'm desperate here. Desperate. You could just wait and scribble down, or just talk to them. I mean, really, mate. Boo-hoo, I'm gonna get in trouble. Scribble down my message. What are you guys doing here? I may as well get straight to the point. I tear out the page, almost ripping it in half in the process. Only one question is left. Who do I give the note to? leave it to Sakura. I reckon that's a smart move. While it's going to be harder to pass a note to someone directly behind me, without looking too suspicious, I get the feeling Sakura might actually want to respond. Yeah, I think that's a smart move, mate. I'm glad with my decision. Kicking back in my chair, I lean backwards and slip the note onto her desk whilst keeping my eyes forward. This dude is such a loser. As if I were a good student who was actually paying attention to the lesson at hand. At least, I think I managed to give her the note. After a minute or two of twiddling my thumbs, I begin to lose faith in my plan. Maybe this was something suddenly taps my shoulder. The same page I'd torn out from my pad before, floating down to my desk. Success. Written below my hastily scrawled, just barely legible message is one in far neater handwriting and accompanied by a smiley face. She's so nice, that girl. She really is. We're here to protect you, silly. Geez, thanks for that. Alright, I remember her saying something about them being my guardian angels. That they'd be keeping a close eye on me, but this is ridiculous. I scribble down my reply, writing so fast I have to cross out a word several times before I finally get it right. Okay, I get that part, but what word did you not spell correctly in this sentence? Dude, really? Fucking idiot. But do you really need this to be this close? How did you guys even manage to get enrolled? Did you forget how close you were to being chomped on this morning? We're not going to let that happen again. And as far as we got in, well, let's just say we can be very persuasive. I can imagine. Who actually writes? Agreed. Whatever. At least she gave me an answer, somewhat. Now that I think about it, the teacher did look a little confused as he introduced them. I'm guessing they wormed their way into here with whatever magical powers they have. Really, dude? That's what you assume? Dude, that's a bit scary, actually. Magic. I use that word so casually. I'm thinking, maybe, they could have just, like, showed their tits or something, and that would have got them in. I mean, really? I don't know. But no, they had to use magic. I'm just accepting its existence now. Yeah, I don't understand it either, mate. Guess, given the evidence, it's a bit hard not to, but I'm still not going to remain skeptical. Well, that's good. The first lesson of the day goes on an agonizingly slow pace. I can't focus on a thing, no matter how hard I try. After what seems like an eternity, the bell finally rings, announcing the end of the lesson. There's still another lesson to go before break time, though. This makes it impossible to talk with the girls, especially since the next lesson is PE, where the boys and girls are separated. My life is so complicated. Okay. Well, I think that's a good time to finish. Whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore. See ya.